hi Servus and welcome back to my channel. Today is gonna be another story time, and it's gonna be a very recent one. Yeah, it happened today. I don't know if I mentioned before, but I haven't experienced anything for years because I've been trying to ignore it and push it out of my life, because I don't need that in my life and I just can't handle it. So I've been trying to not get any experiences, and it has worked. I haven't experienced anything for years until today. So since it's still so recent, I want to talk about it. I went to work today early. I was there a little bit earlier than 6 a.m. Yeah, I walk into the back. I walk into the break room and I see, there's a window in the door and you can see it was all dark. So the lights were still off. No one had been in there yet. And yeah, the lights are censored. I walk into the break room, the lights turn on and blah, blah, blah. I put my stuff down and then I have this thought in my head. I'm like, oh, I need a mirror. And then I'm like, well, I don't want to go into the break room because the restroom into the locker room, because it creeps me out anyways, and then it's so early in the morning, it's still dark and stuff like that. I just had a feeling, just don't go in there. But then I'm like, well, I need a mirror because I wanted to check myself since, I got a little bit makeup on my face. Just wanted to make sure it's not smudged. So I just go in there, I check myself, and then I'm like, well, since I'm dressed up all nicely today, by the way, can you guess who I am? Yeah, I was like, okay, let me take a picture. Let me do an OOTD picture. Okay, so I prop my phone on the trash that we have there, and then I set the timer for 5 seconds. Okay, Kitty, you need to stop. What are you doing? So I set it on a timer of 5 seconds, and I'm posing, and then I look at it to make sure it came out right. It's not blurry or anything. And then I'm just like, what the heck is this? Okay. There was a freaking head floating above my head, or some kind of looks like it's coming out of my head. I don't know. With eyebrows. There's just a head with eyebrows, and it's just there above my head, eyebrows on fleek, and I'm just freaking out. I was there all by myself. No one was there. No one was in the break room. Okay, so I just ran out. I booked it. I just ran out into the warehouse where it's open in a big room, and I'm just freaking out. So I look at the picture again and I'm like, what the heck is that? I was just so scared. And then I just put it away. I tried to forget about it and just went on with my work. So I get all my stuff together and I work. A couple hours later, one of my coworkers comes in, and she totally likes that stuff too, all this creepy stuff and spirit stuff and ghosts and stuff like that. Yeah, and she always tells me stories about it, about what she sees, and her mom's always visiting her and stuff like that, So I'm like, I gotta show someone, okay? So I'm like, hey, can I show you something? So I showed her and she's like,
oh my God, this is so cool.
She's like,
yeah, send me the picture so I can show people.
So I was like, okay, she's gonna show her family or whatever. But no, she just walks around the store showing everybody my picture. So all day long, someone comes up to me like,
is that real? Did you put a filter on?
I'm like, no, it's not. I don't know what happened. I put the camera on self-time and this is what came out. I don't know what that is. And some girls, they didn't want to go in there by themselves, and I just happened to walk by because I want to go back in there, right? But no, they're like, Anna, you gotta come with me. I don't want to go in there by myself. I'm like, I don't even want to be in there. So I walked in to the restroom with 2 other ladies, so they're not by themselves. I'm just standing there freaking out, And then come to find out that this floating head probably is a lady called Mrs. Brown. She used to work there in the commissary about 20 years ago, and this month is her 20th death anniversary. Isn't that just nice? I guess she saw me taking selfies. She's like, oh, hey, what are you doing, parents? It's my 20th anniversary. I will take a picture of myself. Why has it been me though? I haven't seen anything for years. Probably around, a little bit later, but I mean, because when I got kids, you know, when I got Eli first, I was scared the whole time because kids can apparently see, you know, stuff like that easier because, you know, they're so young. And so I would always freak out when my kids would like stare into the abyss, or I would always think in my head, oh my God, they're gonna do something weird now. And there was another reason why I wanted to like push this out of my life. But now I tell you, it's probably because I'm talking about it again and because I've been watching videos all the time. I have opened up the door again. Mrs. Brown made an appearance on my picture. She died 20 years ago in that restroom. Man. And the thing is, 3 years ago when I started there, I would always hang out in the locker room because it's like the only room that's always warm, which is weird. I don't know, but the break room is always so cold. I always have the AC blasted in there, so I always go into the locker room because the AC is not turned on so much in there. I don't know why. And they have a couch in there, so I always hang out in there. But then like about a year ago, or 2 years ago, or a year ago, after I've been there for a while, my boss told me that someone had died in a toilet. And I'm like, are you serious? And ever since, I'm not in there too much anymore. And after today, I don't think I'm gonna be ever hanging out in there anymore. I'm just gonna stand in the warehouse because the warehouse is warm too. So I'm just gonna stand in the warehouse and hang out in there if I'm cold. Well, this is my short story of today. I hope you liked it. And yeah, leave me a like. Leave me a comment down below what your experience are, because I like to read this stuff. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.